up, everybody? We're back with another edition of 95X Cares, your community animal rescue effort, brought to you by the Law Office of William Mattar and the Roofing Guys. I am Dixon, joined as always by Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm pretty stoked that it is midway through January and it's raining and not snowing, so there's that.
Okay. Although it's very dreary today, I feel like. So that was a little meh, but
I'll
what do
take
we
dreary over snowy any day.
I know you will.
Excellent. Well, you brought us an absolute gem this week, and I'll tell you this, it's one of my favorite breeds, and it's a little bit of a drive, but I think in the end, it's worth it. Tell us about Carl.
So Carl's perfection. I too have a very big soft spot in my heart for labs. I have a friend who, lovingly calls them Labragators because that's really what a Labrador Retriever is. But Carl's a yellow lab. He's about 80 pounds of perfect, and he is hanging out at the Shenango SPCA. I know that you and I have talked about it multiple times, but there are purebred dogs that are hanging out in shelters. And I think there's just this large misconception that you can't find a purebred dog. You have to go to a breeder, and you don't have to. Um, our shelters everywhere throughout the state, throughout the country, are just overflowing with dogs. There's a viral post currently going around about a dog who was euthanized, who is perfectly healthy, good with other dogs, good with cats, good with kids, and the dog couldn't find his home. And unfortunately, due to space, what we run into is uh, euthanizing healthy dogs. And so I think it's just really important to kind of like eradicate that narrative that there's no purebred dogs, and that's what I'm looking for, because here's Carl who just trots in with his perfect face, and he just looks so happy, and I would love to see him sooner than later be adopted, get into his forever family. He's good with other dogs. So far, no interest in chasing a cat, which is great. Labs are amazing family dogs. They're very
Yeah.
strong. Like we just said, he's about 80 pounds, so be prepared that he is going to be a big muscle. So ongoing training is always going to be a benefit, but he's house trained. He's just ready to go. He's just an unlucky little guy who's ended up at the SPCA, and hopefully it's a short-term stay.
Absolutely. In labs, while they may appear dumb in some of their actions, are one of the smarter breeds. Uh, they're very gentle in ways that you don't expect them to be, especially like they're the dog that you see on TikTok all the time, where you hand them a raw egg and they can hold it in their mouth, right? And then the other thing about Labradors that you've got to know going in is that they are food motivated.
Oh, for sure. Super loyal.
Yeah,
Then you take out a treat and it's like a whole different ball game. They're extremely intelligent. They're willing to do like tricks. They're learning, they're playing. They do have a lot of energy. So hopefully the family who decides that they want to pick him up is going to be able to continue taking him on long walks. The post that I had found him on said that he had gone on a long walk earlier in the day and he was just thrilled. So if you are into hiking, if you are into those long walks and it's something that you enjoy, Carl would really enjoy doing that with you.
absolutely. And he's available at the Shenango SPCA. There'll be a link up so that you can directly connect with them, get that application in. Again, I'm partial to labs because I've had a bunch of them over the course of time, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, this is going to be your new best friend. So if you're looking for a best friend and you're fairly active, and you're patient in letting a dog adjust to its new surroundings, Carl is probably the most approachable dog
Yeah.
that we've featured, right? As far as like if you've got a family, like I know a lot of times we have some dog selective dogs that we feature. I know that sometimes it's you can't be around cats. Carl looks like the perfect fit for any home, and he's
Mhm.
available now. And I'm gonna insist that you not change his name because it's pretty perfect
I
given
think this.
Carl's appearance.
Oh, absolutely. You look at his face and you're like, yeah, that's Carl. And that's one of those fun names too that you're like telling somebody like, oh my gosh, like Carl got into the trash again, and somebody's looking at you like that's so strange to talk about your husband that way. And like, no, like it's just my dog named Carl. Super perfect. He's a diamond in the rough. Let's get him home.
Absolutely. So follow that link that'll be up on screen in just a minute for the Shenango SPCA. and adopt Carl today. We'll be back next Wednesday with another adoptable pet with 95X Cares, our community animal rescue effort. Jenny, thank you again, and we will see you next week.
We'll see you then.
95X Cares is brought to you by the Law Office of William Mattar and the Roofing Guys for 95X.